seen many real estate videos, many videos about the sale, about the offers, about the project, about what's new coming in Dubai. But we never spoke about what made them lucrative investment opportunity. Today, on my new episode with Real Estate with Ibrahim, we will talk about behind the scene. What make project the best? What make project the best for sales? Why the offers are so lucrative? Today, we will talk about the building, the concept, the design. And today, my guest is a project manager of AYS developer, Engineer Louay Manssour. How are you today?
Hi, Mr. Ibrahim. How are you? It's my pleasure to be with you today in this episode.
This pleasure is all mine.
Thank you for having me.
Same here. We have seen many real estate videos in the market. We talk about the offers, the concepts, what make the project better. Nobody knows better than you. So today we'll talk about the core which make the project the selling point for us, for as a sales manager in the real estate. So before I go in detail about the concept of the building design, I just want to understand, for example, let's take I bought a piece of a land. What are the steps are there to start the construction, to start the project before a salespeople actually sell in the market?
Great. So the first initial step for any successful project in Dubai is the land selection.
Okay.
Where is the location of this land? How is it accessible? Is it in a hot point, or it's just in the desert, or it's far from the center of the city?
All right.
So we start initially with selecting the land. Moving forward, we do the feasibility study on this land. After getting all the information from the authorities for this land, how much the GFA is there, what's the size of the land. So we do our study we do the feasibility study on that land. How much the construction cost, how much the consultancy cost, how much the authority, the marketing, and so on. Once we confirm that this land is profitable for us and we can do money from this land, we move to the step where we need to appoint a consultant. And when I say appointing a consultant, we are talking about qualified consultant who can give you the best or the maximum sellable area for this land. So you can do your profit from this land.
Makes sense.
So from this point, we start to the pre-concept of the land. So the consultant will simply take the project, do the study. He should be aware of all the regulation on that specific area, and he will propose what we call it the pre-concept. It's a drawing where you will see only the layouts. How many apartments he can do with this plot, what's the height of the building, how many floors does it consist, parkings, and so on. Even the amenities, whatever amenities can be done there. So why I told you like qualified consultant, because you may get different concepts from so many consultants in Dubai.
And how you qualify those people?
We got from the pre-concept, or how they use the maximum.
So there always be options of consultants out there. You take the best one, which give you the better profit and better use of the land.
Exactly. So how do we use each and every centimeter in this project for our own? Okay. So once the pre-concept is confirmed, we move step forward where we need to make this officially approval by the authority. So the consultant will start preparing the concept design for the related authorities. Once the concept design is approved, we will move to the step where we need to do the detailed design. What's the difference between the concept and the detailed? In the concept, we are talking about only the architectural drawings. How the building will look like, how the layouts will look like, what's the sizes, that's it. Moving to the detailed, we are talking about the services, the structure, the mechanical, the electrical details there. So we will be submitting this detailed design to the authority, and then we can start, or after that we can do the building permit approval, and we will start our construction.
So till now, we are not talking about the sales. It's all about what made it done before it will come to product to me, like as a salespeople to sell in the market. So from the purchasing of the land till the time of the approvals, what's the duration?
Okay.
So the salespeople start selling the product in the market.
Exactly. See, different scenarios are there, different lands. Each land has its own scenario. And what I mean by that, some plots, we need to obtain an exceptional approval for it. For example, you purchase a land, you got the GFA, okay, which will give you the figure of the sellable area.
True.
So your mission, or the designer mission, the consultant mission, is to use this GFA, to use the full GFA. In some lands, we will see that whatever we are getting in terms of what's the allowed height of the building, what's the allowed floors in this specific land, some of them needs more floors to consume all the GFA. So we'll go with the option of obtaining an exceptional approval for extra floors, which will take more time. In the perfect scenarios, where we don't have an exceptional study, usually we are talking about 2-3 months.
Okay, how easy to get the exceptional approvals? Because again, we have so many different master developers. Everybody have their own way of giving approvals, exceptions, and the timeline. How is it easy to get the exceptions?
It's not that easy to get it, especially it will cost also. Like we are talking about additional cost on that.
One more thing, do they approve every time or sometimes they just reject?
No, sometimes it got rejection. So depends on what you are asking for. It's about how to convince them that, okay, I purchased this land, you are giving me this GFA, and you are allowing me to construct a 10th floor. So my calculation says that I need extra 5 floors on this building to cover the GFA. In this scenario, they will approve it because you convinced them. But if I talk about podiums, car parkings, to increase it, they will tell you sometimes, no, better go for a basement floor. They will allow you for basement, but they will not give you sometimes additional. Maybe they will allow you for one extra.
Because it will increase the height of the building.
Exactly, and it will affect your neighbors. So your podium will be higher than the residential floor on the neighbor plot, which will affect them.
Okay.
So I told you, each land has its own scenario. But yes, they give approval if they found out that, okay, the calculation says that we need extra floors to cover the figures that they provided to us. So usually, yeah, but it's a matter of procedures. So we have to follow, and sometimes, yes, it takes time.
And how much time it will take entirely from the purchase of land till the approvals, exceptions, if they are to, so the salespeople have something to show to their clients. How much time it will take?
We are talking about 5 to 6 months.
So, okay, in 6 months' time, it's good to go with the salespeople so they can offer them in the market.
Exactly, but by this time, you will be having the drawing which are showing the layout, showing how the building will look like, but I'm talking about the authority approval for that one. You got me? So the sales will have the idea of the building before this period, but as a construction or to commence the construction, we need this period.
All right. Now, as you mentioned about architecture, Dubai is known to offer the best of the best architectural building, as we have seen so many on the Sheikh Zayed Road in different part of Dubai. What's your design approach as an engineer when you sit down with the consultant who do the interior and exterior? How's the approach begin?
Okay. As you said, once we talk about Dubai, we are talking about creativity.
True.
We are talking about technology.
True.
We are talking about all the trends you see. The first place you see the trends is in Dubai. So it's an open workshop or it's an open showroom for everyone.
True.
Once we do the design, we just get the ideas from the building exists near to in the city, I mean. But usually once we do any design, we are talking about 3 major factors, always, as an engineers. It's a triangle, we call it. So it's a quality, cost, and time.
Okay.
So we always try to give the best quality with the scheduled time with affordable price. So the consultant mission is to give us this kind of ideas that will keep you updated with the market trend designs with affordable prices.
So by saying this, the exterior of the building can be unique design.
Of course.
If it's come to their range of the investment.
You will have a lot of options.
So there is no restrictions to design in certain project in different way.
Why not?
All right. Makes sense. Now, being you into this field for so many years, what is your favorite part when it's come to the construction?
See, each part of the construction, it has its enjoyment. For me.
Okay.
It has its excitement. For example, for me, I love the concrete work, the concreting work.
Mm-hmm.
Once you see the queue of concrete mixers are standing there to cast your floor, you will see your building is growing up in front of your eyes. It's one of the best, but for me, I love the finishing stage of the building. Once you will reach to the stage where you are doing the finishing, where you are seeing the details, where you are seeing the selection of the material that you have approved are coming combined with each other. So the finishing stage need like a lot of attention, and like you are feeling, okay, we suffered for 1 or 2 years, but now we came up with the best quality and the best selection. So I think the finishing stage is the best.
That's great to know. And as you know, Dubai is the hub of real estate. And there's so many people from the engineering background, from civil engineering background, they are coming to Dubai to work on the real estate industries. Now, being you are a part of that, what made you, like, what are the sources, if I rephrase the question, what are the sources that make you update about the construction world?
Okay.
Is there any book, site, anything that you follow to get yourself updated with the current trend?
Exactly. So the first approach you need to do, you will start from yourself. Do I want to be updated, or I'll just need to be stick to my old
school knowledge?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I need to upgrade myself and be aware of each and every new technology, let's say. So usually, or sometimes we get those information from our suppliers, from our contractors who will be inviting us for presentations where they will present the new things on the market, which will save sometimes cost. It will save sometimes time for us during the construction. And in Dubai, there is exhibitions always there for the construction. Let's talk about the Big 5 event or the Big 5 exhibition, where you will go there, you will find different companies presenting their new technologies in the market. So you will be aware and you will be updated. And of course, from the social media, from the internet, now the world is open. So you can see the ideas, but the point how to make it applicable in your project. This is the thing we always aware about, like how to make this idea work. Does it work in my project or no? So we need to study it. We need to get more details. We need to ask for a site visit, for a factory visit, so we can get all the required details.
So you also got to know if they have used the other buildings or not.
Exactly. Especially when we are talking about new technology. Like we say, why to take the risk first?
If somebody tried, it's better to know.
Yeah. So I always, once anyone come to me with a new strategy or new technology for anything, I ask, do you have any project done in Dubai to show me how? If yes, then I'll tell him, okay, I need to visit. So we plan for a site visit with the engineers at the site. We go, we check. After that, we check the papers, that it's approvals, how many projects he has finished, and so on.
So you do entire study about that.
Exactly.
But now, as we came to this point, which building inspired you a lot? Which is the most iconic building?
It's Dubai. Like you look around you, it's from where to start. Burj Al Arab, Burj Khalifa, the 5 Hotel, Atlantis, the Museum of Future. So Dubai is, as I told you before, it's an open showroom where you will see the creativity always is there. Like, okay, you will see, they finished this tower. It's trendy, it's very unique. They are done? No. After 2-3 months, they will start with a new one. So you are always confused which one is the best. You got me?
True. Now, as we spoke about the new technology, when you go to Big 5, you see different companies who promote themselves. And I always see in every part of the business, we always face certain kind of challenges. Same as in the construction field as well. How does new innovative technologies help to overcome those challenges?
Now, see, when we talk about construction as an engineers, we know for a fact that there is a lot of challenges there. It's not just a paper where you have the drawing and
you're building it.
You're building it as simple as that.
True.
Always we are facing the challenges. Always there will be some obstacles facing us. So having the new technology, of course, it makes sometimes the solution easier, and we can deal with it in a simple and in a fast way, in immediate action. So some technologies, yes, helps us. Some still, no, we should go with the old school technology because still we don't have alternative option.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, for example, I remember one of the projects we have done in Arjan area. It was a simple project. It's a G+4 building. So on the drawing, everything was okay, was fine. We start the execution and we start planning for the raft foundation casting. It was a simple raft, 80 centimeter depth. Once we came to the site and the contractors start for the preparation, we came to know that we have a neighbor plot, it's not our plot, it's a neighbor plot, stopped for more than 10 years.
It means no construction.
No construction. The construction stopped at some point.
Okay.
And it stopped in a stage where they already casted the basement floor.
All right.
With the retaining walls.
Okay.
And they kept the area with an open excavation to our plot.
Okay.
So the excavated material is in our plot. What we need to do is to remove it or to do the backfilling to the neighbors.
Okay.
If we go with the choice of doing the backfilling, their retaining wall will collapse. Because usually you cannot backfill behind the retaining wall until you cast the next slab. So it will be connected.
Exactly.
So it will take the load. So as I told you, like on the drawings, nothing shown like that. So we had to do a meeting and came up with a conclusion. Let's do our own retaining wall.
Okay.
To observe and to protect, to observe the load, to keep our works going, even though we paid extra charges for this one, but we can't just, okay, the neighbor stopped, we cannot do anything. No, we have to find us immediate solutions. So we had to do a retaining wall with a depth of 3 meters with its own foundation and do the backfilling from our plot and proceed further with our raft foundation. So in this stage, we just think about we don't have some technology yet.
At that point
To give you this solution. So we had to go with the traditional thinking, and because it happened all of a sudden, like we are casting, okay, we have this issue, how to solve it? We have a time, we have a program of work that it needs to be finished at this point. So we don't have much time to think about solutions. So it was the best solution at this point. So I told you, sometimes, yes, you need to go with the old school
I understand.
way of solutions.
Now, as you mentioned, the Arjan project, Kew Gardens Boutique Residence, but currently you are handling 2 projects now, Kew Garden Loft and Kew Garden Loft 2. And I know on the construction, it's not about a project manager, a contractor. There are a lot of people are behind the scene to develop and to build a building. They are architects, they are consultants, they are IDs, interior designers, construction guys, subcontractors. How do you manage coordination between them?
The construction?
Is it easy to do it?
It's not.
A lot of human efforts are there.
It has a lot of factors to make it successful. But the coordination is the key. If you miss the coordination at any site, you will be like surprised with the obstacles you will be facing. So we always at AYS make sure to select, as I said, the qualified, educated, experienced contractors, consultants, and even our subcontractors. So usually we do our technical meetings because, as I told you, like during the design it's a stage and during the construction is a completely different stage, but still our reference is the design. So if we miss the coordination at the construction, we are talking about extra time, we are talking about extra money. So
True.
at the site, we always request for a coordination, for engineers who are capable to deal with the project and to have like weekly technical meetings for any challenge or any inquiries there, with coordination with the design.
All right.
So the coordination is the key.
Well understood. Well understood. And I want to add one more thing, because this video will be seen by many of the aspiring engineers. And as I said, there are a lot of people who want to come down to Dubai. What motivation or what advice you will give to them to enter to this field?
I'll advise them like to take the advantage of living in Dubai.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a very good one.
You are in the best place.
It's a very good advice.
You are in the best place where you can see everyone is interested to work. Everyone, you have an idea, okay, they can do it. So you can get the experience, you can face the difficulties, you have all the creativity way of thinking, you have all the technologies to help you to deal with your projects. So the advice is for them and for me as well. Like I always take the advantage of living here. It's the best place to learn and to upgrade yourself and to upgrade your knowledge. So work on yourself. Don't think about the salaries in the initial stage. You will not, if you think about money, you will not be successful. So you have to suffer, but it's something interested that at some point you will have the knowledge that will gives you the financial push. But first you have to observe as much as you can from the informations.
But there are so many misconceptions as well in the engineering field that people think this will not gonna work. There's so many things are there. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, our field is, some people, or let's talk about the parents' way of thinking. That my son will be an engineer. He will simply just be sitting in the nice
it's easy to say that.
With a Massimo Dutti suit. And just drinking his coffee, working for 2-3 hours. The reality is not like that. It's, as I told you, it's not an easy field. It's a tough, so you have to love it. If you don't have this love to your work, you will not be enjoying it, or you will not be doing it. So as I told you, like they have like the engineers only think about calculators, numbers. No, we are more flexible. We are there to solve, not to complicate the things. So I think this one of the, and they think we are rich, we are not.
But there's always chance to get rich.
Of course.
Because you're living in Dubai.
Yeah, exactly.
That leads to me a question. Now, you have did your engineering not in UAE, in different part of the world. There's so many people, engineers are done, they are studied in different part of the world. Now, when you come to Dubai, there are different set of weather conditions. There are different set of working style. How do you cope up with your knowledge and then the construction concept changes in different part of the country?
Yeah. See, the educational part of the engineer will give you, I will not tell you that, no one will tell you like it will give you the 100% capability to do the work, even if you are in the country that you have graduated from. So it all comes from the experience you will gain. So let's say you have finished your bachelor degree in some different countries and you came to Dubai. Here you have a system. It's a systematic country, organized. It will take you step by step with the procedures. The regulations are very clear. So there are always guidelines you have to follow. This makes your way to learn faster than being in a place where everything is messed up and everyone has his own way of thinking or it's his own way of doing the things. No, in Dubai you have to follow the rules. So, and the engineering field here, like it's full with good qualified contractors or consultants, designers. So you have the chance to go with the flow. Like you have to, initially maybe it needs time to know the regulations, the guidelines, but once you are aware of it, the things will just move easier.
Okay. This last question for the guys who want to enter to this industry. What's the rewarding part? To be an engineer working in Dubai on a booming real estate industry in Dubai, what is your rewarding part?
The experience that you will get. So, as you said, it's a booming now. So a lot of construction, a lot of work equals a lot of experience, a lot of challenges, which will make your personal information be upgraded.
True.
So the experience you will get, it's not free, you know.
True. And on sales, as we have seen in last 4 years, Dubai market boomed, Dubai market got changed. After the pandemic, COVID-19, things were very different in terms of perspective of the buyers, of the sale point. Is there any changes happen on the construction industry after the COVID?
Yes. Now, like even during the construction, during the COVID, like Dubai, they have their strategies. Like even the construction work during the COVID, it was not suspended or did not stop completely.
Correct.
I remember I used to go from my house to the construction. The roads were empty. I was the only one. I feel like, oh my God, where's the people? You know, only the construction is working. But after that, of course, now they have their strategies, and also as a private developers, we have now our strategies just to avoid any like things to happen suddenly without any proper management. So importing the goods from outside the country shall take place in an early stage to keep it in our stores.
Yeah.
So because inside the country you will manage, you can still do your works. But if you have some material from Italy, Spain, whatsoever, this might delay your project. So we make sure like to have the outsourced material early delivered to the site, kept in a protected stores, and we can use them. So now we have our strategy also not to have any delay during to any pandemic or whatsoever.
Or make the order on the later stage.
Yes.
Still, most of the developers do that. So having said about the material coming from the outsource, I believe you emphasize on the quality.
Yeah.
How important is the quality when you're making the construction? Because me, like for example, I'm as an end user, I'm an investor. For me, a glossy things looks very good. Some people cannot judge what is good quality and what is not good quality, what looks fancy and all. But being you are on the field, you know about the quality material, you know about which is sustained for longer period of time, the durability and all. How much quality it's important in the construction?
For end users and for us, the quality, as I told you, it's the only one we care about. Like to have a project, especially now you have a high demand, high competition in the market. So how you will be a successful developer if you are not providing something that's really have the quality that the market doesn't have, let's say. Like we make sure to have the best material selection. We do our interior designs so the end users can also have because as an engineer we have the imagine, like we can imagine how the things will look, but for end users sometimes it's hard for them. So we always make sure to have the best quality, and we do a mock-ups. So
which display those qualities?
Displays and shows. Like you can judge once you see, okay, this is a high-end quality, regardless like what happened in the behind the scenes, like the warranties, the guarantees, the country of origin certificates that everything is original, and how many years do you give me warranties for this material selection. So the quality, especially for the end users, it matters in the finishing stage. They really care about the quality. Some other developers usually, or they promise something and they provide
something else.
And you are aware, Ibrahim, that we are in AYS. We specify the brands in our contracts and SPAs.
True.
So the responsibility, it's now from your side. You throw it on the construction, where we need to obtain and commit with our contracts and to give the end users the best quality.
Okay, as you mentioned that AYS do that, because that was my third question actually, which you bring in front. Now, AYS is the only developer who mentioned the brand names, the material that we bring majorly from the European countries. We mention the brand names on the sale purchase agreement. What does it emphasize? Like, there's, like, for example, if it's Italian equipments, Italian kitchen appliances, most of the developers are giving Italian, but we are giving with certain brands. How we judge those brands? This is question number one. Second, even though we put the name of the brand names in the SPA, how is it different to my investment? What it will be give me an add-on benefit?
Okay. There's a big difference between telling you, Ibrahim, I'll provide you Italian fridge without specifying any brand. But it's more challenging to tell you, Ibrahim, I'll give you this Italian fridge with X brand. So I am being confident to tell you that, yes, I'll provide you with the best quality. Considering which material we will go with, we will do our study. We will visit the factories, and there are brands which well known to everyone that this is one of the best brands, let's say Italian brand, which everyone knows. Like once you tell them this brand, they'll tell you, yes, we know as an end users. So mentioning that in the SPA, as I told you, from our side, it will show the end user that yes, we are confident to say the brands and to mention it and to sign and stamp with our company stamp on this SPA, and it gives us to be different from others. Like we are specifying in particular
But how we qualify the brands? Like there are so many brands are there in the market. So many kitchen brands are there. So many sanitary brands there in the market, and we select one of them. What's the criteria of select that specific brand?
As I told you, we will do our study. We will compare it with other brand. We will have the full set of technical information of this brand, the warranties, where is it used, which project. We ask for previous approvals from previous companies, consultants.
Feedbacks also.
Feedbacks. So even in the feedbacks, once they provide me with a known consultant that we work in this project, which is well known, I read the comments. Is there anything major, or it's just simple? So we do the comparison between all the brands. We ask for all the technical data sheets, and we visit them, we check, and we come up with a selection. So it takes time. It's not just a matter, okay, I'll go with this brand and done. Or no, we'll do the full study, which we will take care as an engineers to do this kind of comparison, not only for the selections, even for the facades, for the paints, for the tiles, for the ceilings, for the joinery works, everything. We do the same kind of comparison, even for the main contractor of the building. We do the bidding stage. There is the bidding stage where the tenders will be shared with the tender drawing will be shared, and we do the study, and we ask and we investigate about the contractors. You got me? So the selection is not something easy. No, we do the huge exercise with the required time in order not to delay other works. So yes, that's why we are confident to mention.
The reason I ask you, because many of the clients in the market who don't have that much of immense knowledge on the quality construction, and when sometime a salesperson tell them that this quality is better than the other one as a comparison, because we always do pros and cons on project to project, sometimes they don't understand and they end up always choosing, not always, but sometimes they're choosing the wrong product because of the quality, because it looks very fancy, very lucrative, but again, the construction quality is not that great. Being you're not from the sales background, because again, clients have very misconception the salespeople lie sometimes to close the deal, which is not true. Especially in Dubai, I don't see that much. But being you're not from the sales background, what are the points that we can literally compare when you buy a product which is a higher quality and you buy a product which doesn't have that much of quality or durability? What are the problems the client will face after the completion of the project?
Okay. We ask once we do any construction, we don't consider that we are leaving after, okay, we'll hand over this apartment and we will leave the building and that's it. No, our reputation in the market must stay, must be like always at the top, because we are, as I told you, like now the challenging is high in the market. So some developers, yes, as an end users, they will give you like, you will go to the apartment, yes, it's nice, everything is okay, the colors are beautiful, everything is there. Once you start using, for example, the appliances, you will start using the kitchens, the doors, the locks, everything, you will start understanding that, yes, I have an issue with my...
Because they're not
kitchen.
from the good quality.
Exactly. I was in my previous company, I got a complaint from the end user that the kitchen is collapsing, like the door is opening, it's on his end, like
oh my God.
It's leaving. That's why we need to care about the quality, because now there's the reviews, so the people, it's not only between you and the end user, no, the end user, he will tell the society about you, that don't go with this developer is promising something and giving something else. Also, we are giving warranties for each and every product, and some of the products are lifetime. Like to that point, we are confident with the quality that your product is lifetime guaranteed. What do you need more?
That safeguard even the investors and the end users.
Yeah, even in AYS, we care about the small details, the handles of the doors. It's warranted with a lifetime for the scratch. So if you have a scratch in your handle, you just need to call or your son, maybe, if you are.
That's a very much attention to details that you give.
So this will give us more opportunity to sell, and will make our reputation in the market very high, and will always bring the people, because they are feeling comfortable with us.
That's what salespeople do. Without any marketing support, we're able to sell the 3 buildings at the moment because of the construction quality.
And as I told you, like mentioning the brands and mentioning the quality, it's the huge responsibility on us as an engineers at the site. So the sales will tell or will sign with a specific quality. We at the site, we need to commit to these promises. So that's why the coordination shall be there, the good management, how to get this quality with the best price. This is the big challenge for us, though we are maintaining it in AYS.
And that's because of this good reason that even in our Arjan project, Kew Gardens Boutique Residence is reselling at one of the highest appreciation in the market, as well as one of the highest rents we are achieving over there. And that's because I always believe of the 3 factors that the AYS is good in giving is the size, quality, and the amenities.
Yes.
Now, coming to my point is, I'm going to be very quick. How good is the amenities? Like, there are developers who are providing 30, 40, some are providing basic, some are providing 6, 7 amenities. How amenities are important in terms of the construction in your point of view?
As I told you, and you have mentioned that before in one of your episodes, that we are constructing homes.
Yes.
We are constructing a building where we have everything there. So initially, it was a pool and a gym, and that's it.
True.
In Dubai, in other countries, maybe until now, they are not providing such amenities.
Even many buildings come with no balcony also.
Exactly. So now we reach to a point that you cannot tell the clients that we have only a pool and the gym. They will tell you, okay, what's special about that? So we always make sure, as I told you, to use the area of the buildings with something creative. We do the cinema rooms. We do the kids play areas. We are doing the squash courts inside the building, gym, pool. So having those amenities in your building, then why do I need to go out?
True.
I'm living in a building with full amenities, rather than the retails that we are providing in the. So it's a community building.
Very true.
Having that is something very important for And I believe for the sales as well, like once you show all those amenities in one place, the people will tell you, that's amazing. What do we need more?
Very true, very true. Now, Louay, my last question, and it's going to be very tough now. When we do sales, client always asks about one concern. Is the building going to be ready on time? What, as a salespeople will say, it's come from the construction at the beginning of the project, that this is the completion of the time of the project. And we always say it's anticipated because plus minus can happen. Like, for example, in the COVID, many things got changed. Construction permissions was not there, but still, every developer tried to complete on time. Why this delays happen? Is there any, because of the construction? Is the delays happen because of other factors?
You mean during the COVID or in general?
In general.
In general. Lot of factors. Lot of factors might lead the project to be delayed.
Okay.
Let's start. The funds are not there. So the contractor is not getting paid.
By the developer.
Exactly.
Okay.
The contractor is not qualified contractor to do the work. He's promising something.
Delivering something, doing something else.
Doing something else. You don't have a qualified consultant to tell you, warning, we are about to delay. That's why I told you, the coordination is not there. The management of cash flow is not there. Lot of factors. To minimize it, we have to give time to study and to do the investigation about each and every company who's going to do the major work at the site. As I told you, like having the contractor and having a qualified consultant will save for you time, will save for you money as well. Because during the construction, it's about engineering. It's not about something you are not aware of it. It's not about estimations. It's about real numbers, real dates. We do our program of work from day one and we update it based on the progress at site to make sure that we are reaching to the correct completion date. We have items which will take time to be ready or to be delivered to the site. So that's why we need to have the long lead schedule. When do we need to order this item so it reach on this time to complete the project at this time? As I told you, this kind of coordination, it's the only thing that needs to be there to give you, like, not to avoid the delays, other than the like things that not in my hand, not in your hand. For example, pandemics, those things, we need to observe as much as we can. But in the normal stages, no, we have to work as a teamwork. So we are at site, we all have one aim, is to finish the project on time. With the best quality, with affordable price. So those factors, we take care about each and every detail. We are not kind of clients or developers who will have the quotations from the different contractors and he will just simply go to the last page. Okay, this is giving me 1 million and this 2 million. Okay, ignore this one, I'll go with the 1 million. Did you read what's mentioned inside? Did you know this contractor is capable? Did he cover everything? Or later on he will start asking you for variation and extra money and extension of time? That's what in AYS we take care about. To read, to do the proper comparison, to investigate, and to manage the project.
So we do a lot of due diligence before we commit to anything, so that our clients will not face any delays in the project. And by having the better quality coming from different countries, again with the due diligence, make their product more durable and long lasting.
Exactly. So this part of the things happening behind the scenes.
Done. Thank you so much, Engineer Louay, to be a part of this episode. It's a lot of information you're giving to us. Today is the first time that we don't talk about sales. We talk about something which is beyond the sales, which make the sales happen. And thank you for delivering. And the more to come, the better product in the market.
Thank you, Ibrahim, for having me today. And I think this is very important to have this kind of communication between the sales, the construction, so it will be easier for everyone to understand what's going on.
Very true.
It's my pleasure always to be with you. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Louay. Thank you for coming.